Aloha and welcome back to Storytime with the Hawaii Symphony. My name is Emma. Today I'm going to read you a book by the author Mo Willems, and you might have heard his name from the Elephant and Piggy series. He wrote a wonderful book about music that is one of our favorites, and I'd like to share it with you today. You can see the front cover. Inside is some music by Franz Schubert, his unfinished symphony, and we're going to hear a little bit of that later. Because. Score by Mo Willems, performance by Amber Wren. This is how it happened. Because a man named Ludwig wrote beautiful music, that's Ludwig van Beethoven, a man named Franz was inspired to create his own, and that's Franz Schubert. Because many years later, people wanted to hear Franz's beautiful music, they formed an orchestra. And because a man had practiced since he was a kid, he was asked to join. Because a woman studied night and day, she too was asked to play. Because many others loved and practiced their instruments, there were enough musicians. There's a bassoonist, a cellist, there's someone who's playing the French horn, and someone who's playing the flute, all practicing their instruments. Because someone created a poster about Franz's music, tickets were sold. And because the train conductor stopped the train at the Grand Concert Hall, the orchestra conductor arrived. Because the orchestra librarian had copies of the score, the orchestra rehearsed. Because workers checked the lights and the seats and swept the floors, the grand hall was ready. Because the time had come, the ushers opened the doors. Because someone's uncle caught a cold, someone's aunt had an extra ticket for someone special. Because the usher helped the aunt and her special guest, they found their seats. Because everyone was there to hear beautiful music, it was quiet. The conductor came on stage and the orchestra stood up to the applause, and then they began their performance. In row C, seat 14, sat the girl with the uncle's ticket. She heard the beautiful music written by the man named Franz, and it changed her. The girl was changed. From that moment on, the girl learned everything she could about music because it fed her. See, she's learning how to conduct all her toys and stuffed animals. She's learned how to play the recorder and the keyboard. Soon, she started to write music too, because like Franz, the young woman had something to share. Over time, the woman became very good because she worked very hard. One night, her music was discovered because she was also very lucky. Then she was invited to perform her music at the Grand Concert Hall because so many people wanted to hear it. Her composition was dedicated to the uncle in row C, seat 14, because it was his ticket that brought her here. You see her aunt and uncle? And that night, someone else was changed. World premiere, Symphony No. 1, The Cold. That is how it happens. Okay, now let's try a little movement. Do you remember after the girl got so inspired by going to the concert, she came home, and from that moment on, she wanted to learn everything she could about music. She started conducting her stuffies, and she learned how to play the violin and the flute and many other instruments. So let's try a little bit of conducting, and then maybe we can conduct along with Franz Schubert's music. So if you're going to conduct a piece in one, you can just go down and up. 1, 1, 1. Do you want to try that? 1, 1, 1. Good. And if you want to conduct in 2 beats, 1, 2. Kind of like an umbrella handle or a little J. 1, 2, 1, 2. Give it a try. 1, 2. Down and up, down and up. Good. If you want to conduct in 3, we're going to go down, out, and up. If you use both hands, down, out, and up. Down, out, and up. Ready? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Good. To conduct 4 beats, we're going to go down, in, out, and up. Down, in, out, and up. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think you've got it. Now, the piece of music that inspired the girl to become a musician was Franz Schubert's Unfinished Symphony, and we're going to hear some of the melody of that. Let's do that and see if you can try conducting along. 2, 3. Down, out, up, down, out. Good. 1, 2. That's the cellos. Here come the violins. Very nice work. So the next time you hear a piece of music, try to guess and see if it's in 1 beat or 2 beats, or if you can feel it in 3 beats or 4 beats, and see if you can remember how to do those conducting motions so that you can conduct along with the music. Thank you for letting me share this book with you. I love it because it shows all the hard work and dedication and persistence, and also a little bit of luck that it takes to make your dreams come true. And I think about the hundreds of times that I've played pieces like the Nutcracker or Beethoven's Ninth Symphony, and I never get tired of playing them because it's always somebody's first time hearing them, and you never know when something you do might inspire somebody else to do something great. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did, and thank you for joining us for Story Time with the Hawaii Symphony, and we'll see you again next time. Aloha!